Hello, my dear students. Good morning to one and all. In our previous interactions, we were discussing on a small topic known as electronic configuration of molecules of an element. There are two types of molecules, I said. One is molecule of an element where combining elements are similar, whereas in the case of molecule of a compound, combining atoms or combining elements are different. But we are discussing, we are pinpointing, we have to discuss what category molecule of an element. That means molecule made from the combination of similar element or similar atoms. For example, HHH2, ClClCl2, okay, those molecules, right? So those molecules are also called as homonuclear diatomic molecules. Homo, similar, okay. Di, two, atomic, atoms. Homonuclear, same nucleus, okay. So molecule made from the similar nucleus and it is a diatomic and that comes under the molecule. So all these are added together and it is also called as what? Homonuclear diatomic molecule. So today's discussion is we are writing electronic configuration of homonuclear diatomic molecules using molecular orbital theory. It is little different, and to write this molecular to write this electronic configuration for these molecules, we want the increasing order of atomic orbitals energy level that I had already given in the previous class. Okay, so please refer previous notes for writing electronic configuration of homonuclear diatomic molecules. So using that, today we are going to discuss electronic configuration for the first 10 molecules starting from hydrogen and ends with neon. Okay, so with this, I once again welcome you all for today's session, that is writing electronic configuration for the first 10 diatomic homonuclear molecules. See, this is the table, right? And these are first 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th at the bottom and 10th also here bottom right side. So today we have to understand how to write electronic configuration for these homonuclear diatomic molecules. And I told please be ready with the electronic configuration arranged in the increasing order of energy level. Okay, so previous slide, right? Okay, now first and the foremost, very important, very simple, hydrogen molecule. Okay, sigma 1s2. Okay, how H2 is formed? H2 is formed by the combination of 2H, one atomic orbital of the hydrogen and the other atomic orbital of the hydrogen. Together they combine and forms H2 molecule. And one H will come with one electron and other H will come with one more electron. Totally we have two electrons. So in the H2 molecule there are two electrons. Where they are? They are in the sigma 1s2. Okay. Now these are called bonding electron. There are no anti-bonding electron. That means Nb. What is Nb? Nb means number of bonding electron. Na means number of anti-bonding electrons. So in the H2 molecule, number of bonding electrons are equal to 2, number of anti-bond equal to 0. Okay. Now, after writing electronic configuration, whether the molecule is stable, what is the bond order, what is the nature of the bond and magnetic nature. Okay, this all you have to study for every molecule. Now, first molecule, hydrogen. Whether it is stable or not, definitely stable, because two electrons are there, no, all are bonding only. So it is definitely stable. Now, what about the bond order? Bond order formula is what? Nb minus Na by 2. Nb equal to 2. Na equal to 0. 0 minus 2 minus 0 by 2 equal to 2 by 2 equal to 1. So bond order 1 means what? This single bond. What is the magnetic nature? Diamagnetic. How you say it is a diamagnetic? For this you have to see electronic configuration. If all are paired, it is called a diamagnetic. Somewhere if you find an unpaired electron, it is called paramagnetic. Okay, so here it is a paired electron, therefore it is a diamagnetic. Means what? Diamagnetic means what? When the hydrogen is placed in the magnetic field, it is repelled. It will not show anything magnetic behavior. Okay, that come under the what? Diamagnetic. If any sample is placed in the magnetic field, if it shows some magnetic behavior, it is called paramagnetic. So para stands for what? Show something in the presence of what? Magnetic field, whereas no result even if you place in the magnetic field if it is paired. Okay, right. Now we'll come to the second, He2. Totally 4 electrons. Okay, where they are? Sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, bonding, anti-bonding. So number of bonding equal to number of anti-bonding. Okay, how to say it is stability? See, condition. What is the condition for stability? Nb should be more than Na. Here it is equal, therefore it is not stable. And see the bond order, Nb minus Na by 2, 2 minus 2 by 2, it is 0. 0 means what? No bond. Bond will not exist at all. When there is no bond, then it is highly unstable. Therefore, from this MOT we can say easily that He2 will not exist, whereas H2 will exist. This is the beauty of the MOT. But from the VBT we can't say why He2 will not exist. But from the MOT we can straight away say with the confident we can say that He2 will not exist because of Nb minus Na by 2 equal to 0. That indicates no bond. Okay, and all are paired, so it will not show any effect over the magnetic nature. So diamagnetic. Li2, this is the electronic configuration. Okay, Nb is more than Na, definitely stable, right? Now in the case of Li2, Nb equal to 4, Na equal to 2, so 4 minus 2 by 2, 1 single bond. Now beryllium 2, each beryllium comes with 4 electrons. So beryllium 2 means what? Beryllium 2 means there are totally 8 electrons. So if you see the electronic configuration, okay, Nb equal to 4, Na also equal to 4. So it is 4 minus 4 by 2, 0 by 2 equal to 0. So even in the case of beryllium 2, beryllium molecule, no bond exists. So beryllium 2 will not exist at all. Okay, when it is not existing, no question of die, no question of die here also. Boron, Nb is more than Na, bonding is more, stable. It is stable. Okay. Now in the case of boron, Nb equal to 6, Na equal to 4. So 6 minus 4 by 2 equal to 2 by 2. So 2 by 2 equal to what? Single. Okay. In the case of boron, what? Single bond is there and it is dimagnetic because all are paired. All are paired. Okay. Please see boron 2, 2, 2, 2, 8, 8, then 9, 10. What is boron? Boron is 10. Okay. It is actually these two have equal energy, no? Because these two have equal energy, so according to Hund's rule, every orbital will take one electron unless what? It is place is available. Okay. Because these two have got equal energy, so they will not go for the pair up pi 2 px 1 electron and pi 2 py 1 electron. Okay. That's why I written here pi 2 px 1, pi 2 py 1. Okay. Right. Now this is actually paramagnetic. Please make it para. Right. Okay. Now C2 molecule, carbon molecule. Each carbon will bring 6 electrons. C2 together 6 plus 6, 12 electrons. Now for 12 electrons, this is the configuration. Definitely Nb is more than Na, so it is stable. So what is Nb equal to? Nb equal to 8, Na equal to 4, 8 minus 4, 4, 4 by 2, 2, double bond. All are paired. So it is dimagnetic. Now in the case of N2, each N will bring 7 electron. N2 totally 14 electrons. So using 14 electrons, you please write down the electronic configuration using the yesterday's slide. Okay. Now Nb is more than Na, definitely stable. But how many number of bonding electron? In nitrogen, Nb equal to 10, whereas Na equal to 4. Okay. When Na equal to 4, then minus it, 10 minus 4 by 2. It is 6 by 2, 3. So 3. That means the triple bond is there in the nitrogen. Okay. VBT said triple bond. How triple bond? MOT has confirmed here. Okay. Now it is diamagnetic. All are paired. Now we'll go to the O2. O2. Each O will bring 8. O2 totally 16 electrons. Now sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, sigma 2pz2, sigma pi 2px2, pi 2py2. Because the energy of the pi 2px is equal to the pi 2py, both are equal. When both are equal, then each will take one electron due to the degenerate orbitals. Okay, so I have given one electron as per the Hund's rule. Okay, now Nb is more than Na, definitely, so it is stable. Okay, now how many Nb are there? In the case of oxygen, Nb equal to 10. Please count. And in the case of oxygen, number of antibonding Na equal to 6. So 10 minus 6 by 2 equal to 4 by 2. That is equal to 2. So it is a double bond. But interesting feature of this oxygen molecule is what? Molecule is here we find two unpaired electrons in the antibonding area. So because of the unpaired electron in the antibonding area, it shows paramagnetic behavior. Okay, this is not told by any theory. This is explained only by the MOT. Okay, that's why the magnetic property or the behavior of oxygen is explained by only MOT. That's why MOT is far better than VBT. Okay, in the same way, you try for the F2 also, try for the NB. I have given the clue and you keep practicing. And in the tomorrow's class, we will go to the last part of the chemical bonding. Then we will wind up. Till then, bye and thank you and all.